Hey guys, Uncommon Ramen here with the long-awaited episode of Boss Monster 1. I will also be doing Tools of Hero Kind in here as well. Several people had asked that I go ahead and do this. I apologize for how long it took me to bring this episode out. The cards up to the next level didn't have a symbol at the bottom of the card to denote whether they were part of a different set or not. So I had to go by the lettering at the bottom, and it took me a little bit of time to separate the cards. So yeah, without further ado, also, this isn't an unboxing. I've had these sets since before I started filming my unboxings. I have long since gotten rid of both the original sets box and the Tools of Hero Kind box. Some people keep them. I think they take up space. They give you this wonderful little carrying case, so why not use it? Also, every single one of these cards is going to be sleeved, so yeah, sorry about that. We're going to start with the rooms, folks, the rooms. So we got the Witch's Kitchen. The Brainsucker Hive. So if you're fans of Samus Aran, these are definitely not your friends. The Dark Laboratory. The Haunted Library. This always reminds me of that scene excuse me, in Ghostbusters, only less scary. Liger's Den. So we couldn't settle on a lion, we couldn't settle on a tiger, we went for the liger, I guess. Shout out to Napoleon Dynamite. The All-Seeing Eye. Dizzy Gas Hallway. Jackpot Stash. Now, I might be conservative, but I don't think I'd ever run into that room. That would be terrifying to me. The Bottomless Pit, which is such an obvious trap. The Crushinator. I think the Crushinator is kind of inefficient. The spike tip there doesn't go further in, and really, honestly, you just have to somehow, I don't know, you just have to be able to dodge it. The Boulder Ramp, because why not? Recycling Center, because we can turn bones into bombs. The Golem Factory. The Goblin Armory, which reminds us that goblins are, in fact, stupid. Neanderthal Cave. Beast Menagerie. I want to say that's an owl bear in there, just simply because it kind of does look like an owl and a bear. But I don't know. Monsters Ballroom. This is another depiction of a goblin being really freaking stupid. The punch bowl is clearly spiked. Minotaur's Maze. This one was a cool card because they had two different arts for it. Obviously this one right here, and then they had the art with the solution to the maze. Now, if this is posted on a wall, I would automatically just assume that that's a trap and not follow it, which would probably get me killed, but I'd have a 50-50 chance there of getting killed and not killed, so, you know, odds are kind of eh. Dark Altar. The Spectre's Sanctum. The Succubus Spa. Probably someplace you should stay away from. The Vampire Bordello, another place you should probably stay away from. Open Grave. I assume this is just where they collect all the bodies of the people who didn't make that jump. And then this is the army of people, or I guess skeletons, coming out. Who knows? Dracolich Lair. Not really much to say there. So these are the gold rooms. This was the first set. So this is the first set version of all the gold rooms. These are going to be multiple symbol types. So if you're going for a specific set of symbols, this one will help you in multiple areas. We have the Dragon Hatchery, which if we all have played World of Warcraft, we all know, stay away from the eggs. Zombie Prison. Another place that I definitely would not want to go. Mimic Vault. Seeing as it's impossible to tell the difference between a mimic and the actual thing, I'd probably fall for that trick. Monstrous Monument. Construction Zone. Poor kobolds. Centipede Tunnel. If a centipede was this big, I wouldn't go there. The Torture Chamber. So, I was looking at this card for a while, and I decided that as far as torture chambers, this is a pretty benign torture chamber. I don't know what that device is in the background, but it doesn't look like it does a whole lot, and they only have 2 little areas where they chain you up, so pretty benign. I'll take that torture chamber over what they could use. So that's the rooms. That includes all of the monster, trap, and advanced rooms. You'll note the difference between the advanced rooms and the normal rooms with the gold symbol in the upper left-hand corner. And that is all part of the original boss monster set. So we'll move into the original boss monster set's heroes and epic heroes really quick here. Thief. This has to be a reference. I'm just not 100% sure what it references. Fighter. This naked guy shows up on a couple of cards. I'm just assuming it's like him slowly but surely becoming epic. Then we have Harry Potter here. I don't know why they would consider him a thief, but he definitely looks like Harry Potter with the wand and the glasses. Wait, why is he into thief and I was into fighter? Huh. Messed that up. Yeah, some more fighters. I want to say this is a reference to Game of Thrones. Not sure, though. Another fighter. This guy's Japanese. Twins. Cleric. Some, reference to Zelda there. This also has to be a reference, but I'm not sure to what. I want to say this is a reference to Pit from the game that I can't remember. Another cleric. Mage. So this is Jace. Jace Beleren from Magic the Gathering. It's almost identical to Jace. Mage, 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 mage. And the Fool. So he has a story chronicled over all the sets. I'm pretty sure all the core sets, where he just slowly but surely falls over the edge here. So this is the beginning of the story where he's just barely walking over the edge. I think in the next level he shows up like somewhere in this area, and in Rise of the Mini Bosses he's somewhere down here. He's long gone, needless to say. So here we go with the epic heroes. Another mage. Many references here that I don't get. I want to say Karate Kid, Fighter, Like the squid armor that he's wearing. Don't know why he's wearing a squid armor, but whatever floats his boat, I guess. Cleric. Thief, an actual ninja. What looks to be Bilbo Baggins. A pirate, and a dude who is wielding way too many weapons. So that is your heroes and your epic heroes for the original set. Nothing super duper special there. This was before they had items, so there's nothing really big on the item front either. So next up is the spells, followed by the bosses. So we have freeze. Pretty standard spells. A lot of the spells in here are going to be your standards. This freeze spell came as a 4 of. Assassin, which I think is a reference to early Final Fantasy games and early Phantasy Star Online games. Or I don't know if they called them Phantasy Star Online. I think they were just Phantasy Star. But that's what it looks like to me. And really just any early Dungeon Delve game. This came as a 3 of. And we have Jeopardy. And of course, Alex Trebek. Not 100% sure. I mean, obviously they chose Alex Trebek because the card is called Jeopardy, but I mean, it is what it is. Princess in Peril. Giant Size, reference to Mario. Counterspell, which is clearly Harry and Voldemort. And is just funny. And Harry is not on the winning end of this one. Motivation, and yes, this is definitely one type of motivation. Teleportation. This poor guy has pretty much everything happen to him. Note the blue and orange color referencing Portal and Portal 2. Annihilator for the hapless. Let's just randomly walk by a wall with a gaping mouth that you have no idea what could come out of it. That sounds like a really fun idea. And then Cave In, another great set of art here where we have the rocks coming down, and then, of course, the rocks crushing the poor individual. In this case, the hero. Fear. It's a ghost. Fair enough. Zombie attack. Trepidation. These are all one-ofs. Cobalt Strike. Soul Harvest. This one I have to think is a reference to the actual Bible with Abraham and his son? Or is his son Abraham? I don't know. I think this is an actual reference to the Bible, weirdly enough. And Exhaustion, which it actually just looks like he tripped. It doesn't actually look like he's exhausted, but whatever. I'm not the one who made the game. Finally, folks, we're going to jump into the bosses. We have Draculaura, Hypnotic Vampire. Zizax. I want to say he's a lich. Cleopatra. Clearly a mummy. Gorgona. Is Medusa TM? I don't know why they couldn't just use Medusa, but maybe they were just trying to be unique. Seducia. Sorceress of Sexiness. I didn't honestly read some of these. Hypnotic Vampire. Progenitor Lich. Oh, obviously he's a lich then. Mother of Mummies. Queen of Medusa. Gorgona, Queen of Medusa. So, okay, sure. Cerebellus, Father Brain. Another reference to, what is the game from that Samus Aran's from? I never played it, honestly. I'm sorry, guys. Don't burn me too hard in the comments. Robobo. Who is a golem? Angry golem, yeah. And King Croak, Sultan of the Sewers. He gets a reprint in Rise of the Mini-Bosses Best boss ever, I think, was the cup that he was holding. Hilarious. So that, folks, is the original boss monster set. I know that I hadn't done a video for it, and I apologize ahead of time for that. Like I said, I had purchased these sets long before I had started doing videos, so yeah, sorry it's not an unboxing. So the next one that everyone wanted to see was Tools of Herokind. Tools of Herokind was the first mini expansion that they did for Boss Monster. So it would be Boss Monster mixed with Tools of Herokind that you would see before the next level came out. And Tools of Herokind has some weird additions that you don't see in normal mini expansions. I think Implements of Destruction had heroes, weapons, items, and even bosses, but I don't think they added rooms, where this one actually does add rooms. And spells, for that matter. So let's just jump right in to the items for Tools of Herokind, starting off with the Ice Rod. Vorpal Blade. Very thematic item. Has a lot of lore behind it. Oversized sword with a guy who looks a lot like Cloud with black hair instead. And an owlbear. I'm pretty sure that's an owlbear. I'm so sure that's an owlbear. The bomb with a guy who looks like Bomberman. It has been a while since I've seen these cards, guys, so these reactions are actually kind of genuine. Ring of Invisibility with what looks to be Gollum and a hobbit of some sort. Cheat code. Up, up, down, down, left, right. Minus the start. Or A-B start. It is A-B start, right? Up, up, down, down, left, right, A-B start. Extra life. With a guy that looks like a Goomba. Star of Invulnerability. I don't know why he's jumping on them. He could just run through them. Boots of Jumping. Holy Hand Grenade. I guess you can't have a set without some Monty Python reference. Bag of Holding. Inquisitor's Robes. Another benign-looking torture chamber. Claws of the Berserker, which is a reference to Street Fighter. Is it Street Fighter? It is Street Fighter. Vega is from Street Fighter. Necronomicon. Although the dude right there does not look like Ash, but I'm pretty sure the Necronomicon existed before then. Staff of Healing. Anti-Magic Lizard. With a dude who looks a lot like Nightcrawler. Magic Mirror. Goblin Suit. It's actually pretty smart. 10-foot pole. So that's the Crushinator up there. And the 10-foot pole. Reimagining, I wouldn't touch this with a 10-foot pole. Pet Monster. So then it also had spells. It only had 2 spells, both of which were Excavation. I think it's a reference to Dig Dug. Not sure though. But it references items, so I can see why they had spells to begin with. Then they had 1 room of each type. So we have Burial Mound. Magnetic Ceiling. That guy honestly looks like he's like done. Like, okay, guys, I'm done. And he's just hanging there. Like, what else is he gonna do, I guess? Artificer's Workbench. And last but not least, the Orcish Smithy. So that was Tools of Herokind. It was the first mini set or mini expansion to Boss Monster. Then followed by the next level, which was the second core set. Yeah, guys, that is the 2 expansions, or I guess the set and expansion that you guys were wanting to see. If you liked the video, go ahead and like and subscribe, please. The more subscriptions I get, the closer I get to an actual URL. And as always, leave comments below. Maybe I missed something. Maybe you want to tell me what some of these references are that I just don't get. And until next time, guys, peace.